How do y'all good people do today?
Real good, brother. How you feel?
I'm feeling great. We just did some damage on NASDAQ, and I think that's another opportunity right here. I would say that's a positive. All right, now here's my executions on NASDAQ. All right, I did not enter this trade as it was coming down. Like I was saying, I was trying to go live and share my screen from my phone as I was driving, but apparently they said that they could see and hear me fine. So I went on to do my analysis, and then they said something happened and they couldn't see. But anyway, um, we jammed down into the daily fair value gap, and then we reacted. So as price was coming back down, this is when I pulled the trigger. All right. So for drawdown, after I pulled the trigger, I just closed my phone and then re-entered as price was coming down here, right there. We traded back up, kind of like an inducement type deal. So we hit the fair value gap there, jammed up, took out that little low right there, and then expanded. Institutional order flow entry drill there, expanded, and now we are looking for another opportunity as we come down into this mitigation and fair value right here. So our current dealing range is essentially here. Keep in mind that this fair value gap and this old high is my POI, but we are not really in discounted area, but it doesn't matter. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself, but the background noise, it's got to go. So essentially, my positions were something like this. It expanded higher, and as it was coming back down, I pulled the trigger somewhere along in here. Suffer a little drawdown, but not much. I done closed partials a couple times. After this run up, I closed partials. After this run up, I closed partials. All right, Euro USD. Like I was saying, during my analysis when I was on the phone, price was around this area. The fair value got created here, and I mentioned that this could be an opportunity to go shorter. All right, so watch how it played out. We dug up in the fair value gap, and we came right back down and took out this previous low and traded slightly below it. So check that out. That's 28 pips from my POI. This is why I tell you guys to try to close partials. Like as soon as this low got taken out, after 20 pips, you should have closed partials. I said your stop loss should be fine up here. And I also said that if this one doesn't play out, then this would be my next POI. Somewhere inside of this single candle here. So we'll just play this out. Look at what's going on right here though, y'all. Look what's going on. I want y'all to really pay attention to this gold line. Watch how it reacts. This is what's interesting to me, is how these fair value gap levels make as retail support and resistance, smart money support and resistance. So we trade up into it. We have a little reaction. We break through it. Look at the change in the state of delivery there. So we break through it. We come back down. We tap it. We tap it. Right. We close below it. We come back up. We tap it. We tap it. And then we displace to the downside. We pull back. Fair value gap. Boom. That should have been our entry there. But we didn't take advantage of it. But it's not the end of the world. And it's not the end of the opportunities. I just think that's interesting. So we jump up to a 5-minute, 15-minute. So here on the 15-minute, we have this 15-minute fair value gap. Price trades up into it and then reacts. So look at what we need to do now. That would have been a good opportunity. You see how price displaced, creating a fair value gap. Here's the bottom of the fair value gap. When price traded back up into the bottom of the fair value gap, that's where we should have been pulling the trigger. But being that we didn't get a chance, all we have to do is wait on this low to get taken and then a pullback. And then we can have an opportunity to go short. Oopsie daisy. The reason I think we're having lower prices, y'all, is y'all know that I highlighted this fair value gap yesterday, and we tapped it once, and we tapped it twice, and then right before NFP took off, we tapped it a final time right here. New York open, we jam up, we kind of take out the highs over here from London, and then we give up the ghost. So here's our opportunity. We're gonna go to NASDAQ. Ouch. NASDAQ's tripping, bro. All right, y'all. So this could be a shorting opportunity. Like you see how we displaced and then pull back, right? 1 hour fair value gap. I'm about to probably close my positions on NASDAQ. I don't want to turn this good trade into a bad trade. You understand? So I'm already deep in profit. My last position is around 600 bucks. I'm gonna close my last position, the one I just entered. I'm gonna go ahead and close that right now. And then I'm gonna close partials on my other two positions from down here. Because like I said, I'm not gonna turn a good trade bad. If we can react from here and trade higher, that would be magnificent. So current dealing range, we traded down below equilibrium and then we reacted. I mean, we're kind of showing a little bullish structure here on the 1 minute, but essentially it's just a retest in my opinion. And that's what the whole goal was, is to try to like fill in this imbalance. Now, being that we just filled in this imbalance, I'm not 100% confident that we're gonna continue trading higher. Now, the higher time frame suggests that we will. Okay, the higher time frame suggests that we will trade higher, but we got to think that it is Friday, right? And it's the end of the week. I'm gonna close out these positions, period, because I don't feel safe with them. This is just a paper trade, so I'll let it do whatever it wants to do. Euro USD didn't really pull back as far as I wanted it to, unfortunately. Probably missed that one. Hopefully it'll come back up and take out this high. If it comes back up and takes out that high, then I have something waiting for that ass. Something like this right here. About a 6 pip stop loss. Now, what would be nice is if we can react from here and go ahead and fill in the rest of this imbalance. All right. Stop loss too close. I don't know, guys. We might come up here and take out this high, man. Actually, I didn't look at this. 1 hour fair value gap. Strong possibility it could get hit. So hopefully we'll show a reaction from here. I'm gonna give it 20 pips. If it don't do what I wanted to by then I don't want to be in it. I'll reevaluate it as price takes out this high, if it takes out that high. Like I said yesterday, sometimes you gotta take a couple bumps on the head in order to get what you're looking for. This looks good. Right here where I'm at, it looks decent. So I kept a little bit on NASDAQ. Actually, I had two positions down here in the re-entry. I thought that I closed one of these positions and this one, but I actually closed these two positions and kept this one. So there's that. All right. It's not really clear what NASDAQ is trying to do. Like I said, I would like to see it fill in a little bit more of that imbalance, y'all. But in all actuality, I don't know. What I'm attempting to do right now, y'all, might not be the ideal scenario. It's not. I'm closing Euro USD. When price gets up here, we'll reevaluate it. It is what it is. When price gets up here and takes out this high, I'm gonna be waiting on it. Look at the 1 hour time frame. So what we're going to anticipate happening is institutional order flow entry drill. This thing's super bullish, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the whole idea was to jam price down, react from here and go higher. I'm just thinking about the TGIF setup, the end of the week reversal, short-term reversal. I'm just gonna wait on it and I'm gonna get off of it. Damn, there was a couple good entries right here on GJ. Right there, right here. Institutional order flow entry drill. And we just seen a good entry right there. So we could probably feed off of, damn, we just missed it. If price comes back down into this level, y'all, I'm gonna pull the trigger on the GJ buy. I feel like we're kind of getting a short-term reversal here on GJ. The whole idea from yesterday, we rolled price from here down to previous day's low. All right. I actually still have a sale on this that I'm probably going to get ready to close. I closed the majority of my position already. I wanted to try to hold it long term. My whole idea was to trade off of this fair value gap and push down and take out this short term swing low. All right. I'm going long on GJ. Looks like it came back down here to the initial fair value gap. So we retested, reacted from here, kind of displaced, traded up here, relative equal highs, came back down into the fair value gap, took off again, and we just came back down and hit the bottom of that fair value gap that was created here. I don't want to see price get down below here. 12 pip stop loss. I just took embarrassing loss on Euro USD, bro. That was stupid, man. That bitch just shot straight up through. I'm still in the profit for today, so I'm not tripping. I can't get a beat on what it's doing, bro. The only thing that I can see happening is it trading higher to get up into here. You heard me? So GJ, it's already done went up in there. I meant GU, I'm sorry. GU already did it. Might have a better chance selling GU. First of all, let's look at the dollar. So this is what I wanted to see last night, man. But instead, we traded down during London, took out those relative equal lows on the daily, and then jammed up. We hit the fair value gap though. This 15-minute fair value gap, we hit it. And look what we have right here. So just like what I'm seeing with Euro USD, can really see this happening. Displacement, we traded down, rebalanced. Now we're looking for an inducement for price to come down here, clear out this per sell side liquidity, and then trade higher to go for this high right here. We're going into London close, kill zone. London close is coming up here in the next 15 minutes. So in between 11 and 12 o'clock, that is London close. You heard? All right, we got a nice little reaction here. Hey, I got back my loss from Euro USD on that one. All right, so y'all seen the entry. It was way up here on TradingView, but on my account, I pulled the trigger at 165,300. 165,300. This is where it's at on my MetaTrader, my entry. So slightly above that, the low of the fair value gap right there. So what I was doing with these blue and red lines, right? Look at the 5-minute. So what makes this a valid order block? The fact that price traded down into this one, reacted. You don't want to see price dig down past that 50% level, which is there when you're dealing with order blocks. They're permitted to come down and hit that 50% area, but I don't like to see it happen. All right, so when price traded down, reacted, came up, closed up above this last down close candle, came back down into it. Here's the opening. Here's the 50% area. So we was anticipating this last down close candle to support price. We entered around that level and we didn't want to see it get down here. You see, entry candle, boom. So dealing with the type of environment that we're in right now, down there close to our entry up to the most recent swing high is 18.7 pips, closed partials right there. And the end goal Let's see if we can't get back up in here. This fair value gap here, as well as the daily fair value gap, which is this blue shaded box. So roughly 166.300 to 166.700, anywhere in that area right there. NASDAQ might be getting ready to drop, y'all. I hope it don't, bro. I'm really hoping that it could trade higher from here, man. It really looks like that's what it's wanting to do, right? Look, price dug down into the daily fair value gap down here. Boom, it hit it. It displaced to the upside, and it took out that high. So that was the purge of buy side liquidity. Oops. And that also left what we call relative equal highs, which is buy side liquidity. Okay. So we came down below equilibrium, which is here. We came down below equilibrium down into a discount. So with that being said, NFP, they drove price down to a discount so we could participate in buys. They drive price down in order to run it up. Y'all get that, right? Oh, up here, anything above equilibrium, this is a premium. So when NFP first kicked off, we were in a premium. And what is a premium? Y'all, seller's market. We're gonna make that bitch big, and we're gonna make it red. We're gonna make this red because it's a seller's market. And when I think about sales, I think about red. I don't know why. Picasso on the charts. And then we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna drag this mofo down like this. We're gonna magnate that motherfucker right there. We're gonna make sure we get a good read on that equilibrium. And then we're gonna do this buyer's market. That'll be discount. All right. Do y'all understand? Am I clear? This is what it's all about, y'all. You find your current dealing range. Where's our current dealing range? This low to this swing high. I'm on a 4-hour, but it really don't make a fuck what time frame you on. You can switch through time frames to find a better setup, like fair value gaps, order blocks, whatever time frame that those things are cleaner on, then that's what you use. That's how I do it anyway. So in this example, I found my setup on the daily time frame. So here's the deal. Relative equal highs, this is our target. Particularly that high, the high that was made yesterday. So there's our target up there around that 12,100 level, institutional hold level. They use red folder news events such as NFP to run price down into a PD array. Our PD array here is obviously the fair value gap, the buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. They run it down, damn near filling in the whole fair value gap. We got back down below that equilibrium and drop down to a lower time frame, guys. And look, what do y'all think the objective was for them to do this? Think about it now. The objective was to run price down, rebalance the buy side imbalance on the daily time frame, and run price down below equilibrium. So the interbank buyers run price down, run out retail traders, get down below equilibrium to a discount, and then buy it back up. It's the same thing that happened the other day on Euro USD. Do y'all remember that? Now this is kind of ugly, and we might be in a bad position right here. I don't know, for real. All right, let me go show y'all this. I might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what I think is gonna happen. This is a displacement. Price came back up into this fair value gap and showing a strong reaction. It's a possibility that we could come back down here and take out this low, dig into this right here more, and then go higher. I don't know. That's not what I'm wanting to see because I'm trying to keep my eye on this daily time frame. But keep in mind, when you are trading inside of a daily fair value gap, such as this one, it's not always going to dig down in there and bolt and go to the moon. You understand that, right? That has to be something you guys understand. Look what happened here. We try to capitalize off this level. When price dug down into this fair value gap, look how it bounced up. So if you would have bought inside this fair value gap on the daily time frame, on the lower time frame, you would have got a very nice gain. You just really have to understand when to close your position. You get what I'm saying? So when it reacted here and you could have bought it here, it went up tad bit. The day ended. The very next day opened, and look what happened. Open, low, turtle soup. We took out previous day's low. That's your turtle soup. Boom. And then it went all the way up. You have to know when to close your position. Understood? Price came back down. We got relative equal lows right here. Sell side liquidity rests below relative equal lows, and it's time to close partials. Time to close partials, y'all. I don't know if y'all even took the trade, but if you did, tighten up. That is roughly a 20 pip gain, something like that. Anyway, we just got to think about what price is doing right now. What are we trying to do here? Time say I'm using the smallest available lot size, so parcels isn't possible. Whatever makes you comfortable. So like I was saying on GJ, bro, we just got a new hourly candle open. And this is going into London close. To be honest with you, I don't know what price is about to do. I just feel like we're on the right side of the marketplace temporarily. Maybe we should aim for Asian sessions high. That's Asian sessions high, so that's gonna be a period of area of buy side liquidity, and that is 63 pips from our entry. It's not bad at all. So I'm looking at NASDAQ and I'm really hoping that this right here can hold price up. So this will kind of be like our current dealing range. And price just dug down into that kill zone level. We should have pulled the trigger again right there. Bing bong. A little area on GJ that I see that is possible for re-entry is here. I got confidence in this last position though. It's down below equilibrium. And I'm hoping that we can maintain this little bullish structure. Man, that would have been a good ass sale, bro. I wasn't even paying attention to it though. Like all price did, bro, was dig into this fair value gap right here. And if you throw your fibs on this dealing range, this high to Asian sessions low, price came right diggity dog right up into that motherfucker. Look at that. I'm pretty sure that's very close to consequent encroachment of, oh, I had it wrong. So we're gonna take consequent encroachment and see how price reacted to it. Yup. Now, if that ain't some smart money concepts for you, I don't know what is. Why didn't I see that, man? You can't catch them all, bro. When I engage the marketplace, I have people who are new. I try to be more conservative, and I want to teach y'all how to trade NFP effectively. And catching this would have been great. You could have sold it down into the daily fair value gap. But I try to teach y'all to let NFP do its thing and then you get in afterwards. That's really the most logical. Look, price came right down to that fair value gap, y'all. Let me show y'all something. You see that? Coincidence? Not at all. It's not a coincidence. Master Splinter. That was great. It's just order flow, bro. Institutional order flow. You just gotta get in sync with it. We can't really determine yet. We gotta wait on that 1 minute candle to close. But either this candle's gonna come down into this level, or this candle's gonna close and leave like a little fair value gap. And that other 1 minute candle should trade down and then go higher. Look at this. I sold it there, took profit there. That was clean as fuck, bro. That was super duper clean. Right at previous day's low. Boom. From there, 250 pips. Good money. So basically what we're doing, y'all, is we're buying a retest. That's what I think anyway. We could be catching the bottom and that motherfucker ride all the way up to here. But I don't think it's gonna happen. We just need to keep in mind that price has been showing a strong willingness to drop for quite a while. So there's a possibility that we're just buying a retest. And if that's the case, then you need to not be greedy and you need to not try to ride this thing all the way up. You know, close parcels where you feel content, but in my opinion, Asian sessions high is a good one. And like I was saying earlier, up here, fair value gap, daily fair value gap, price could definitely come back up into here. Um, think about the mean threshold of this 1 hour order block, the 50% area of that. Where do you think that lies at? It lies at the low of the daily fair value gap. So something like this could be possible. Either it reacting from here or reacting from this area. But price is doing good, you know. It's done jumped up 30 pips. You can't beat that, man. You really can't. So this trade right here, coupled with the NASDAQ buy, we should be in good money right now. And the reason I'm telling y'all to close partials right now is because we're going into London close. And London close typically causes a retracement or a reversal. It happens. Now I'll show y'all what I mean. You see price reacting around London close. This is London close from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. So 12 a.m. is, I guess, officially London close. So we got a pullback here that lasted 3 hours, right back up into this fair value gap, and that was the opportunity to go short. Basically, a London close kills on PM session, kicks off at 1:30, which is 1,330 hours. So roughly there, but this would have been the opportunity right at 1 o'clock PM session. We'll scroll over here. Boom. London close, kills on right here. This is the trade that I missed and I was very upset about. This is a London close kill zone. London close 12 o'clock. We found ourselves inside of this sell side imbalance. And then price, boom, pull back, fair back. Let me just do this. Opportunity. Opportunity. 5-minute fair value gap will probably be somewhere in here. This is a trade that I took. I basically waited on price to come up in here and react. And as it done that, I waited on a pullback. I got in several positions. I guess that was a blooper. But closed partials along the way. Entered too early, entered too early. But I held the positions and stacked them as they traded higher. And it didn't end too well. But still, right idea. Here is another opportunity. Oh, I was talking about London close. London close right here. You see the price action. It gets wiggly. New York open, expansion. London close is right here. That's a London close kills on opportunity. Boom, we ended up killing that trade for 93 pips. London close is either going to give you a retest, a reversal, or opportunity to place a position. Time and price, y'all. Time and price means everything. Could you maybe in future do a little stream on using leverage with small account sizes? Because I fucking suck at it. That's it's really it sounds simple, but you got to understand that everybody is different because there's different factors that come into play. What's your account size? You know, how much leverage are you using on that account size? What are your spreads looking like? You know, all that shit plays a factor in it, bro. And like, I can just speak, let me just say this. If you have $100 account size and you are using a 500 to 1 leverage, me personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with using high leverage with a small account size. That's how you grow your account, you know? And fucking around with me, you will turn $100 account into $1,000 in no time. But you just got to know how to use it properly. So if you have $100 account, then your trades should start off at least 0.05. All right. And if you find a high probability setup, then maybe that. And as your account starts to grow, then you will be able to up your lot sizes. And it also depends on what currency pair you're trading because the pip values are different. All these things that you're asking is easily accessible on Google, right? So you can find out the pip value to, I don't know the pip value to all these pairs by heart, bro. I don't, you know. I know how to work my lot sizes from experience. You know, not too long ago, I was fucking around with smaller accounts. I kind of got burnt out on it real quick, but I think I loaded like $60 onto an account and I got it up to like 500 in less than a week of trading. I just got burnt out on it. It's not easy to do. Growing small accounts, it's more of a mind fuck. It's a mental war, but it's possible. Definitely possible. Price done moved 35 pips. Actually, it's done moved 37 pips. You just can't get overwhelmed, bro. You can't get overwhelmed and you can't let it get you upset, you know? What size is your account, bro? Tell me that, and I could probably help you more. You started at 100 and you're at 111 now. That's great. That's a game, bro. So let's just say you're trading Euro USD. You have $100 account. Your leverage is what? 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. On a high probability setup on Euro USD, I feel like you shouldn't risk no more than, and you gotta think, bro, you got $111 account, bro. So if you are in a trade and you get a gain like this, that would be your balance. If you can get anywhere from a $5 gain, close the trade, or a $10 gain, close the trade, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to grow this account very, like, it's going to take a while. From 111 to 120, from 111 to 125, 130, that's a good ass day. You can't be mad at that. When it comes to growing small accounts, man, you have to be content with $5 gains, $10, $15 gains. On $100 account, when you get a gain of $10 or more, dude, you should be happy. If you get a 30, 40, $50 gain on $100 account, you should fucking close your fucking trade, like close it down for the day. One thing I can tell you for sure is that if you're trying to turn $100 into 500 in one day, you looking at it wrong, man. Them home runs is what's gonna kill you, dude. Trust me. Them home runs are gonna murder you. Don't go for home runs. Slow and steady wins the race, man. Close parcels on your positions. Pay yourself. Put money into your account. I feel like with $100 account, it's a waste of time to be trading positions like that. You literally gonna get a pip value of like what, 5 cents per pip. If you get a 45 pip gain such as this one, you might see $1 off of a trade like this. Man, it ain't worth it, bro. You wasting your time. You got to put in some risk. But we caught us one on GJ, boy. Yes, sir. How y'all love that shit? How you love that? And NASDAQ about to go in our favor as well. Look, we down there up there, the Asian session high, y'all. That's where it's headed, y'all. I'm telling you, that's where the fuck it's going. That's where it's headed. And we might can drag our TP up a little bit, to be honest. Let's go to 166, 400. Let me see where that's at. Let's see if it can completely fill in that 1 hour fair value gap. Bro, I'm a monster on this shit, dude. Look at that shit. And this trade right here would have been a legit to the pip entry. I didn't get it though. If NASDAQ can get up above this high right here, then I'll close a decent sized partial. There's buy side liquidity resting right there. So this was it. This little swing low up to that little swing high. Price came down to that kill zone level, and voila. If we can get it up to like one standard deviation, that would be great. Yeah, I'm about to get ready to hang this call up. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me, man. Hope y'all made some money. Y'all remember to close your parcels. Don't be greedy. Peace out.